Hey everyone, it's been a while. So I think my last video was that spicy chicken plea, the church's chicken video contest, song contest. Anyway, my friends won, so if any of you saw it and went to the link and voted, thank you. They won second place. First place was another song. It was okay, but their song was better. But they got second place, and they got $5,000, and their song's catchy as hell. So if you haven't seen that video, watch it. The contest is over, but it's a great video, and they're a great bunch of people, so check it out. But either way, that video was shot with a Canon Rebel T2i, that were the 550D. It was right after I got the camera, and I was kind of just really quickly putting that video together. I know I didn't post anything after that. There just hasn't been a lot of time. There still isn't a lot of time, so this is just a quick video I'm making. Just life, it's busy and all that stuff. But this is shot on the Canon EOS 60D. So it's essentially like the T2i and also like the 7D. Unlike the T2i and the 7D, it has a flip-out screen, so I can see myself right now, whereas the other ones were just on the back, and I'll get into that later. But unlike the T2i, it has the flip-out screen, it has the manual audio control, it has a dial toggle switch for controlling it, and it has a couple other features. It has in-camera RAW processing and ambient filters, or in-camera filters. So it's a neat little camera. It's got a a beefier grip. It's a little heavier. The controls are laid out a little different, but it's really for videos, especially stuff like this, vlogs or commentaries or something. The flip-out screen is great. Or if I'm doing product reviews or showing you guys something, normally you would have a table here and something set up on the table. Then you have the tripod looking down with the camera. With the T2i, you have to look at the back of the camera and make sure you have focus and all that stuff. And I did have a remote, but it was still a pain because you couldn't really see what was going on. With this one, I can set it up here. I can flip the screen. I can make sure everything's fine. So it's great. Now this works with the remote. Real quick, this camera uses the same sensor as the 7D, but it's actually a less capable camera. It's not built as well. As far as capturing images, I think the 7D is 9 frames per second or something. This is 5. That's not necessarily for video, but it's just a beefier, more well-built camera, and you can probably get a lot more out of it, especially if you know what you're doing. So there was that. But anyway, I have this remote. This came separately, but this gives me the ability to, and a benefit to this camera is when you have a DSLR and you're shooting video, you do have to get focus. Now camcorders and the flip cameras and all that stuff, they have an auto-focusing system. With these, with different lenses and stuff like that, there's manual focus. There is autofocus, but the problem is when you're autofocusing, one, it gives you this jarring effect because it'll, fade in and fade out, and it's fairly slow. And also it's very loud, so it's going to show up on the audio of whatever you're recording. So to bypass that, I got the remote. It has 2 settings. It's an instant shutter setting and a 2-second delay. So you put the camera on 2-second delay, you're in video mode. You put it on instant shutter with the autofocus on. It's a switch on the lenses. By the way, I'm using a Canon 50mm 1.8. So you get a nice depth of field effect, if you can see between the fingers of my face. But anyway, the remote, lost my train of thought. Okay, you set up the switch on the lens to autofocus. You put the remote on, there's a switch on the back, you probably can't see it, to the instant shutter setting, you go, you take a picture. That will put me in focus. You know, so before I start shooting, I'm already in focus. I'm in the frame. I can make sure everything's fine because again, I have the screen. Then you switch it to the 2-second delay. That will start your video recording. So this is what I'm using, you know, for the videos, and it's a pretty nice setup. Now, if I had a microphone, you know, the sound would be a lot better. Right now, this is the onboard mic. It isn't great, but this has the ability to hook in like a Rode video mic or, you know, really any other external mic. It is not a XLR input, it's a mini input, but you know, it is what it is, and it's very capable for what it is. But this does have manual control, so unlike the T2i, which had a automatic gain control and this buzzing noise in the background, this you can fiddle with the manual control. There's not the automatic, so in any silent, you know, moments like this, you're not hearing a buzzing noise. Now, you may hear a noise in this video because I have a fan on right over there, but that is not the same as like the T2i where, you know, an absence of noise, you have this gain hum. So, it is what it is. But anyway, I hope to do more videos. I hope to get back into it. Like I said, everything's just kind of been hectic, but I really do want to get back into, one, a normal schedule, and two, just, you know, start working on these ideas I have. But hopefully everything will settle down come like February, and I can start making some of that stuff happen. But if you want to see that or anything like that, if you could comment, good or bad, rate good or bad, subscribe, favorite, anything like that. I'm trying to just kind of build an audience, and like I said, there will be more to come. It's just kind of little commentaries, reviews, this kind of stuff, so it's, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but hopefully you can check it out, hopefully you like it, and you know, hopefully I can keep making videos and do that kind of stuff. So hopefully, I'm waiting for, there's another lens I'm getting for this. I'll probably do an unboxing and a little go through on that. I got a bag coming, like a DSLR bag. I got a couple other things to go over. Now, the only other camera I have, and this sucks, is a PowerShot. The PowerShot's nice. It does 720p. The image quality is better than like a handheld camcorder, but it's not great. So I can do an overview of like the 60D, but it's not going to be great. So I may or may not do that. But hopefully, I am working the next couple of days, but hopefully I can shoot a couple quick videos at some point and throw them up online, and hopefully you guys like them. So anyway, sorry I haven't posted anything, but thank you everybody, and I hope everybody's having a great New Year. Alright, thanks.